What up, YouTube? It's Kurt here. All right, so today we're going to take a look at this Degenerate Mill deck. So, a lot of people are talking about this deck and mostly complaining about this deck and how just like degenerate it's going to be and how much of a problem it's going to be. And, well, I think people are probably right about this. It looks like it could be a freaking problem. Uh, for several reasons. It looks like one of the first legitimate burn decks that we've seen in a long time in Yu-Gi-Oh! And the reason why is just like this card is just so ridiculously powerful. And it protects itself. That's basically, unless you play like 3 Twin Twister, 3 Red Reboot, and 3 like Space Typhoon, you just might be screwed out of winning the game. Especially if your opponent goes first. If you're playing a control deck, maybe your chances are a little bit better. But there's just not a whole lot you can actually do to this deck. You can ash an extravagance, and if they brick, if they could potentially brick off of that, and there after that there still is no guarantees. Yeah, it's just a very tricky thing to play around, but that is honestly what you might want to prepare for. So I'm gonna talk about what you can do. Obviously we have four or five different spells that can get this thing off the field. And their protection is Dark Bribe, or I actually threw in a Magic Jammer. There's a card in the OCG called Dark Sacrifice, but it's not over here in the TCG. So I seriously question the efficiency of that sort. Yeah, well, of course, we can't play that card if we don't have the card. That's what I'm trying to say. They try to get Ojama Trio. If they don't draw Ojama Trio, you can kind of play around it a little bit. That is the beneficial part. But yeah, of course, this deck is gimmicky. It's not foolproof. If your opponent activates Metaverse before you even have a monster on the field, you might just want to play out the turn. Just say, okay, end phase, and then let Mystic Mind get off the field. After that, it's going to be hard for them to recover after that if they don't have another Metaverse. So there's another card. Oh, there it is. Demise of the Land. Activate when it special summons a monster, you get that blah, blah, blah. Yeah, of course, I'm not encouraging you to play this deck, but I am showing you how you could potentially get around it. All right, so let's see. We'll go into my favorite deck here. Okay. So in this deck, I actually main Red Reboot and Twin Twister. Now, a lot of people don't main deck this. They don't main deck Reboot, but a lot of people main deck Twister. So if you main deck Twister, but you don't like 2 or 3, most people don't run 3, but if you're not running any of them on the side, well, yeah, that's some people. I hate it when people say get good, you should have a better side deck. That isn't a valid argument that for any decks running around that are degenerate. But in this case, like you should come prepared for decks like this. There's no reason why you shouldn't come prepared for decks like this. But yeah, so I'm doing 3 MST. MST is just a classic. It gets it off the field, and after that, they're like, oh, if they Twin Twister and then Dark Bribe the Twin Twister, then you at least have this, and then you can go make your plays. And for the most part, that's pretty good. You kind of have to camp your hand a little bit and maybe wait till you draw everything. But if you camp your hand appropriately and wait till you have 2, you might have a really good chance at winning the game. It all depends. You're going to have to, of course, play around. Let's see, there's Mining Mill. You're going to have to play around them. Ooh, that's not the right one. Degen. Okay, I just had it. What the all right, anyway. All right, deck. Degen Mill. I'm sorry, guys. Degen Mill. You guys saw me. There it is. Degen Mill. All right, you're going to have to play around this card a little bit. But yeah, hopefully you can play around 1 destruction. If you can't play around 1 destruction, I wonder exactly what you're playing. All right, so we're not going to actually subject a real person to actually go through this deck. We'll go to Dueling Robot and see how Ultrageist handles this. And just for shits and giggles, all right, we're going to try to make sure we go first, because it can be kind of a first turn card. First turn type of deck, but all right, let's see what happens here. Boom. Ha ha ha. All right, so this actually might work out perfectly. All right, so here we actually hard drew Devise of the land. All right, so things are looking pretty good so far. I don't know how Ultrageist can even get this off the board. I know Ultrageist isn't even meta right now, so that's important to keep in mind. The activation, when your opponent activates a monster effect. Oh, so we can just activate this. Then Dark Bribe. And let's see. We want Wave Motion Cannon. Wave Motion Cannon! Alright, so at this point, it just looks, yeah, things look pretty easy. We just sit here and we camp. We didn't even go first. We don't, I think we need that. I think we need that. Yeah, we might need a Dark Bribe there. Because we need to put down Wave Motion Cannon. Harpy's, okay, this isn't even fair. Harpy's Feather Duster is not in the OCG. Not in the TCG. Alright, so if you didn't have Harpy's Feather Duster, we would have wrecked him. Alright, thank you for that. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Alright, there's actual Chain Burn. That's like the only decent deck on here is Ultrageist. On the Dueling Robot. So that's kind of funny. That's maybe this is a message for Konami. Bring back Harpy's Feather Duster. Bring it back. Degen Mill. All right, let's try this again. Of course, for some reason, Ultrageist, I feel like Ultrageist on this application, it cheats. This machine cheats. Okay, all right. So he's going to get this, multi-faker. We actually hard drew Demise of the land first. That's actually pretty good. All right, so Imperial Order. He hard draws Imperial Order. But that's okay. We actually have this into Metaverse. Oh, the Spell Mining Cave doesn't work because Imperial, that's a great side deck card. Think of Imperial Order. All right, actually, so far this guy's making plays, but it's because he has TCG cards. He has OCG cards, and we only have TCG cards. All right, we'll try this one more time. One more time. Of course. Oh, there we go. We finally went first. They also have Max C. All right, so we have Ring of Destruction, Ojama Trio. We have this. We already, yeah, we'll put down a Dark Bribe. We'll normal summon this guy. Activate. And we'll put up 3. Probably should do Trap Trick, but 3 Metaverse. Actually, no. Why would I put up? All right, so Ojama Trio. Now, Metaverse can. Yes, I believe. Okay. He had the Harpies, so we have Dark Bribe this time. Fuck off! Yeah, suck my dick. All right, so we should be covered. I think we're covered. This is pretty. All right, we're going to look at this here. Okay, so this guy's burning himself. We don't have to worry about anything here. All right, and we'll just set down some Ring of Destructions. How's that sound? Let's see. Ha, that's funny. All right, and now we have this ridiculous card. This card should not even exist, in my opinion. All right, so we got our second Dark Bribe. Can we get Wave Motion Cannon? We can't even get Wave Motion Cannon. But we have Magic Jammer, which has kind of bad synergy. I don't know. I just put Magic Jammer in just because. But, all right, so that doesn't... All right. Ring of Destruction... You can play Ring of Destruction and play, like, a stun variant. You can play... I don't even know what to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what you can play. All right, so we're going to end phase. And Dark Bribe. All right, I'm not laughing because this deck... Because you should play this deck. You should not play this deck. But it is kind of funny just how little that can be done at all by an Altergeist player. All right, another Dark Bribe. Sounds good to me. All right. And as you can see, this is the most exciting match that we have ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Most exciting match we've ever seen. All right, so Lilith, normally we would just, like, not even... Yeah, we'll just leave it there. Because we don't have to do anything. Actually, during a target one phase of monster your opponent controls. So, yeah, we can't even use that on Lilith. We cannot use our own monster. So you can see we already thought through 2 negations. 14 turns. Alright, that's... At this point, that's going to be inconsequential. We don't need to control any spellcasters. Alright, so we're... During your opponent's turn. Okay. Alright, now we just need our Wave Motion Cannon. People might actually play 3 Wave Motion Cannons. Oh, I guess, yeah, we... We don't control. All right, so what some people might do, they might play Clara and Rushka in their side deck so they can always get a spellcaster on the field. But yeah, that card stops us. And obviously we could have stopped that deck if I wasn't so derp about it. So we actually might lose. Oh. We'll do a Solemn Judgment. So now we can actually activate spells. All right, Wave Motion Cannon. There we go. All right, so that's going to be game. Should be game. We have a Dark Bribe and a Magic Jammer. There's one. And this is the most boring match ever. No, we don't have to do anything there. All right. So there we got that. Oh, so now he actually has negations. He has negations. This is actually pretty important. Sorry, this match was so freaking boring. I fell asleep here. All right, so this is pointing to that, and this is pointing to that. All right, so we We only have Magic Jammer. We only have Dark Bribe. That's really interesting. Okay. So we would have to... Oh, he doesn't get that negation. All right, so yeah, that was incredibly boring. I'm sorry that you guys might have to deal with this. But as you can see there, if he this the only way you'll stand a chance against this deck potentially going second is if you have enough destruction on the field. That's just the only way it's going to happen. We don't have Harpy's Feather Duster. We only have Twin Twister. We have Mystical Space Typhoon. We have here. Let's look up the other ones real quick. Twin Twister, Mystical Space Typhoon. We have Red Reboot. We have Cosmic Cyclone. We have Twister, Cosmic Cyclone. Yeah, we have Cosmic Cyclone. That costs 1,000. Not great to play against burn, but if you can OTK, it's worth it. And we also have regular Twister. Woo! Regular Twister. That's a throwback, but it's something. If you have some lying around, target one face-up spell trap at the field, destroy that target. So a much worse Mystical Space Typhoon. For some reason, that's a card. But yeah, then you have Heavy Storm Duster. Heavy Storm Duster gets 2, and it's a trap, and you don't have to discard. So Heavy Storm Duster might be a really good option. But yeah, if you want to... You can do pretty well if you want to hoard your cards until you have like a red reboot or everything in hand, or if you... Hey, Trune is not a bad option against this deck. Generally speaking, it's a bad card, but against that, it's not that bad. All right, but anyway, this is all I got to say. Hopefully you guys don't play against the deck, and it's really degenerate and all that nonsense. So, peace.